Welcome back to Danganronpa. If you are just joining me, welcome to the family. And if you are already family here and stuff, make sure you hit that like button. But if you're not family and you haven't hit the subscribe button, make sure you hit the subscribe button. It's free, it doesn't hurt you, and it makes me happy every time I see a new subscriber and you guys comment something crazy. So I hope you guys had a fantastic day, and if not, I hope I make you laugh or make your day a little better. I keep forgetting to say that my brain don't work sometimes. When brain don't work, brain don't work. But anyways, we left off here where Hina's accusing herself of killing.
She deceived the victim, and she tried to deceive all of us.
And that doesn't even sound like something Hina would do.
I have to say, Hina, coming from you, this was a particularly nasty little scheme.
No, I can't believe it. Like, this is something, especially because Byakuya came to it. If Makoto had said it, then I would be like, okay, it has to be true. If Kyoko said it, I'd have been like, okay, it has to be true. But Byakuya is saying it. I don't want to believe it. No one wants to believe it.
Hina, is it true?
No, Makoto, it's not.
Did you really kill Sakura? And if you did, why? Why would you do that?
Hina, speak up.
I found her. There in the rec room. She was hurt. She asked me to bring her that protein drink. But when I went to get the powder from the chem lab, it just occurred to me all of a sudden.
What occurred to you?
Now's my chance to kill her. That's what you thought, right?
No.
That's when you switched out the protein powder, and that's when you gave her the poisoned mixture.
I'm so mad.
And then she downed it all at once. And then
And then what, honey?
Hold it!
Kyoko. Yes! Yes, Kyoko! Stand up! There's gotta be something wrong with this whole entire thing.
I'm not convinced.
You're not about to claim she wouldn't kill a close friend, are you? You still don't get it, do you? The game we're playing here isn't so kind.
Give me a second, you guys. I think I hear Discord in the background. So forgive me, give me a second. My goodness. Okay. Sorry I had to sit there. You had to sit there in that quietness. It was just in the background, just the beeping. So anyways, let's continue.
Honeyed words like friendship don't matter here. What matters is outwitting the opponent, defeating them.
That's what you think.
Not a person alive would sacrifice themselves for another. In the end, we're all in it for ourselves.
And that's not true, because Kyoko definitely would sacrifice herself for you. You're her so-called master. And I'm 100% for sure that Hina, for Sakura, especially because Sakura's so nice to her, for Sakura, she would have done it too. So it's possible that she's lying. But who is she trying to protect?
Just like how this girl sacrificed Sakura to save herself.
That's not true. That's not true.
You say that, but I'm still not convinced.
There you go, Kyoko.
How many times do you plan to repeat yourself?
Don't misunderstand me. I'm not saying it because of some misguided sentimentalism.
Let him know.
But there's still that one unsolved mystery, and I'm not convinced.
The locked room.
Are you talking about the locked room problem?
Yep.
Hina, if you really are the killer, explain it. How did you create that locked room?
well,
Explain it.
that doesn't matter.
It does matter.
Just because I'm guilty, that means I have to tell you everything?
Yes. Yes.
No, it doesn't. But the fact that you won't tell us concerns me.
Which means that we can't believe that it's you, Hina.
Surely you're not... Do you honestly think Hina didn't actually kill her?
Oh, he's getting upset. I like this side of Byakuya. I like hurting him. Let's hurt him. Let's make him hurt.
And if I do?
What? Kyoko. The sassiness. The beautifulness. The Kyoko. Like we can't. I can't. She's being too cute.
Impossible. She switched out the mixtures. She's the culprit. There's no way you can doubt this.
Oh, you getting mad? Kyoko, give it to him.
Are you sure about that?
Oh my. The fact that Kyoko's giving it to him is the cake. But the icing on the cake is the fact that Makoto spoke up too. He hates us and we love it. We love it. We love all of it. We about to put the nail in the coffin.
Even ignoring the fact that I don't want to believe it, it just doesn't fit.
Right.
What doesn't fit?
I mean, why would someone leave such a clear clue like a footprint?
Exactly. Like I would at least like if it was me personally, and I'm not saying I would poison somebody. I'm just saying that if I was in a situation and I was going to make that decision to hurt somebody, then I would drag my feet across the thing so they would. I mean, it's spread all over the place, so I would just kick it everywhere.
It's too obvious, too easy.
Right.
He's right. It makes it look like you wanted people to suspect you.
Mm-hmm.
That was...
Unless it's something like she's trying to get you to suspect her because she wanted to be caught, and that's a total different thing. But other than that, I'm inclined to believe Kyoko and Makoto right now because I don't feel like she would hurt Sakura. She had no reason to hurt Sakura. And then her story, it just occurred to me to do it. Like, no, that doesn't even sound like you, Hina, and you know it.
I was just nervous. So, I didn't notice I'd left a footprint.
You were nervous, so you didn't notice you left a footprint.
You didn't notice?
Yeah.
All that powder over the
That's just
floor.
how it was. What can I do?
No, see? Kyoko, no.
Listen, Hina. Could you go into a bit more detail?
Right.
Tell us more about when you switched the poison and the protein.
How come? That doesn't matter.
It does matter.
Hina, please, I'd like to know too.
My God, I bet you Bianca's furious. This is
Fine.
It's making me happy.
Waste your time if you like. It's clear that Hina is the culprit.
He's furious. Look how angry he is.
There's nobody else to suspect. Nobody else could have possibly done it.
But it is, and I feel like it's what I think it is.
Go ahead, Hina. Start from the moment you arrived at the chem lab.
Well, right away I went to Section C and got the poison.
Okay.
And is that when you spilled the powder in front of that part of the shelf?
Yeah. When I opened the bottle, I dropped it like an idiot.
When I opened the bottle, I dropped it like an idiot. It would be on your shoes. It'd be all over your leg. Especially if you were rushing and you didn't notice that you left footprints, then you definitely would have noticed some yellow powder all over you.
I see.
You'd have been covered.
Okay then, go on.
So then I moved to Section A and got the protein powder, and that's where I switched them.
Okay.
Once I was done with that, I took the protein can that had the poison in it and left the room.
Okay.
But I accidentally put the bottle filled with protein powder back on the wrong shelf. And because of that, everything I did got found out. And that's it.
Are you sure that's it?
That story you just told. First you went to Section C to get the poison. Then moved to Section A to get the protein, right?
Then your footprints would be in the powder.
Meaning you went from Section C to Section A. Do I have that correct?
Yeah.
But if that's true, isn't that a little strange? Yeah, because then her footprints would be leading from Section C to Section A, then out of section to the exit. These footprints went into Section A. You can see they walked into Section A, then kind of pitter-pattered out towards the exit.
Can you repeat that series of events one more time?
Yep.
What's wrong with you, Big Mac? You're being awfully pushy.
You know, Jill, I'll let you with the Big Mac. I'll leave you with the Big Mac, but you know Makoto is adorable.
It's the same thing no matter how many times you hear it. How long until you're satisfied?
until you're angry and you're boiling over to the point where my hands will heat up because my hands are freezing right now. How long? Until we figure it out. Until I uncover the full truth of this case. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, I'm excited to hurry up and get this case over. The footprints of the power, source of the power, the chem lab shelf. I don't know which one. I guess
First, I went to
the
section
footprints,
C.
because that's what we're talking about.
That's when I grabbed the poison.
Okay.
And you spilled some of the powder on the ground in front of the shelf.
Okay.
Yeah. When I grabbed the bottle, I dropped it.
Okay, and then?
I moved from section C to section A.
The footprints and
And
the powders for
that's
this.
where I switched the powders.
You lied. You fibbed.
Once I was done switching them, I put the bottle filled with the protein powder back in section A.
Powder.
Then I took the bottle with the poison in it and left the chem lab. That's all there is to it.
You
Honestly,
fibbed.
that's enough. How much longer must we tolerate this?
Goodness. In the chem lab. Where were the footprints? In what direction were they facing? Yep, it's the footprints. It's the footprints. The
First, I
footprints
went
in
to
the powder.
section C. That's when I grabbed the poison.
But which one do we shoot? Is
And
this-
you
is
spilled
this
some
the
of the
second or
powder on
third?
the
I know
ground
it's
in
not
front of
that
the
one.
shelf.
Yeah. When I grabbed the bottle, I dropped it.
Okay,
Fib.
and then?
I moved from section
C
You lied.
to section...
That's wrong.
No, that's wrong.
Let her know, Makoto. Because we can't have this.
You said you went to get the poison from section C. And that's where you spilled the powder, right?
Yeah? What about it?
And after that, you said you moved from section C to section A to get the protein.
Yep.
But the footprints left at the scene were not moving from section C to section A.
It moved from section A to the exit.
That contradicts what you just said.
What?
Then maybe she moved in some weird direction on purpose to disguise her movements?
No, because there would still be footprints at section C.
No, that can't be it. Remember what Hina just said?
I was just nervous. So I didn't notice I left the footprints.
What the? Hina, what's the meaning of this?
He's so mad. Every time I look, I could feel the heat radiating off your forehead, honey. You gotta calm down.
You lied to us. Plain and simple.
Yep,
If you look at the footprints, your movements in the chem lab are obvious.
right.
The powder had already been spilled when you came in, and you went straight to section A.
If you're gonna lie, Hina, be better at it.
So you never went to section C. Whatever you did there, it only involved section A.
Well, you see...
What the? What the hell? What's going on here?
Oh, you mad. You big mad.
And the footprints aren't the only problem with her account.
Let him know, Kyoko. Oh, he big mad. You can't be big mad around here like that.
Before I explain that part, I'd like to submit some new evidence.
New evidence.
New evidence? Impossible, there can't be.
But it has to be because Kyoko said it. Like you said, there can be no mistake. And there's no mistake anytime Kyoko speaks. So let's go.
Are you sure? After all, you're the one that gave it to me.
I did?
Oh my god, look at his face. Look at him. Oh, I love it. I love every bit of this.
It was hidden inside the bottle of poison you gave me. I'm amazed you, of all people, would miss such a vital clue.
Oh my
A truly grave oversight.
god. I love it. I love all the sassiness. I love it. Kyoko, keep giving it to him, please. Look how mad he is.
Just say it already! What is it you think you found?
You think you found? We know we found.
I found this.
Huh? A piece of glass? And that glass is blue.
It had sunk to the bottom of the bottle. And the hidden clue was exposed, thanks to you ingesting the powder. I couldn't have solved the mystery without you. So, thank you for that.
I love that she's just annoying the heck out of him.
But, what is it?
Oh, you still don't realize? Well then.
Yes! Yes, yes. I love all of this. I love it.
Makoto, why don't you explain it?
Oh, this is really gonna... He's gonna explode. His whole head is just gonna... and just blow up.
Huh? Me?
And that's why Kyoko's... You know, I think that's why Kyoko be like, why don't you explain Makoto? Because she knows that it angers Byakuya to not know everything. Look at him.
Fine. If you really do know, explain the meaning of that shard of glass.
Gladly. We gladly will. The shard of blue glass Kyoko found in the bottle of poison. I think I remember now. I broke something this same shade of blue. And they're saying that it's blue. The rec room window.
I got it! It's part of the window from the rec room door, right?
The window?
Mm-hmm.
The window we broke to get in was light blue, just like that.
Right.
So I think that must be it.
Yep.
You're right. It must be. Of course, that leads to another question. How did a shard of glass from the window get inside this bottle of poison?
If it was inside the chem lab.
What's so strange about that?
It's a lot strange about that.
What's strange is that, according to what Hina told us,
Where was it? Let's sneeze. I'm good. Where was it the bottle of poison should have been when I broke the rec room window? According to what Hina told us, it should have been on Section A shelf.
I got it! The bottle of poison was left on the shelf in the chem lab. That is what you said, right, Hina?
Yeah. Honey, why are you lying? Who are you trying to cut? I know you don't like anybody as much as you like soccer. Oh my god. I know what happened. I know
And yet,
what happened.
somehow a piece of glass
I
from
think
the
I already
rec
knew
room
what happened,
window
but it
made its
really
way
hit
into the
right then and
bottle.
there.
Everything Hina told us was a lie?
And you're the one to talk. Shut up.
In reality, that bottle of poison most definitely found its way to the rec room.
Yep.
It was there at least until the window got broken. In other words, when the locked room was unlocked. There's no other way to explain the presence of that glass in that bottle.
There's no other way. It
And
had to have
then,
been there.
once the room was opened, the bottle somehow got moved back to the shelf in the chem lab.
I mean, the person that moved it was still alive, not...
Meanwhile, the protein can we found at the crime scene was planted there.
on top, because it was on top of the glass.
That had to be after the locked room was opened. In other words, after Sakura died.
Wait, hold on. You're moving too fast.
We are. You better learn how to keep up, Mr. Smarty Pants. You said that you were smart. I mean, keep up.
I'll grant you, the bottle of poison may well have been in the rec room when it was locked. But how can you say the protein can was put there after the room was unlocked? We already know she was given the protein can with the poison inside, right? If that can wasn't there when she died, how did she get poisoned?
Because we didn't even look inside the protein can, so we don't even know if the poison was in there, if there was anything in there.
You're right. We do need to explain that. But before we do, there's something I'd like to confirm with everyone here.
Okay.
Huh?
It has to do with the protein can.
Oh God.
After Sakura's body was discovered, did anyone move it or trip over it or anything like that?
I mean, I'm sure they would have mentioned it if we did, or someone would be like, hey, who put that can there or something.
What are you talking about? Is this some kind of loaded question?
Maybe for you, but I mean,
Not at all. Just answer to the best of your ability.
Well, no, not that I remember.
Yeah, me either.
excuse me, you guys, I just got done drinking coffee. I had a burp and, I'm sorry.
Not me.
Same here.
Yep.
Yeah, me either.
And you just made yourself guilty, Hina, because you could have been like, I did trip over it. And they would have been like, okay, that's one confirmed person, but you already seem suspicious.
Okay then, that settles it.
Oh God, Hina.
That proves that the protein can found its way to the murder scene after the room was opened.
Oh, come on! How can you say that?
He's so mad. I love it.
How can you know what I don't know?
Ah, oh my god. The reason she can say that is because there's evidence. There's proof that someone brought the protein can to the rec room after it was opened. About to make our argument. Source of the powder empty protein can. That's what it's got to be.
When it comes to that protein can, there's not a doubt in my mind. Until the locked room was unlocked, it absolutely was not in there.
So you're saying someone planted it there after we got the door open?
No. No, that's impossible.
He's so mad.
It had to have been in there the whole time.
Nope.
It had to be. It was in there before
No,
the
no,
rec room
no,
was
I'm
unlocked.
hitting the thingy. What? I hit it. No, I hit it.
When it comes to that protein
Wait,
can,
wait.
there's
It
not a
didn't
doubt
do
in
it.
my mind.
Until the
It absolutely was not in there.
So you're saying
I hit it. I know I
someone
hit it.
planted it there after we got the door open?
No. No, that's impossible. It had to have been in there the whole time.
I tried to get
It
that.
had to be.
It was in there before the
No, that's wrong.
No, that's wrong.
Yakira, I thought you were smart. Hmm.
You remember how there was broken glass scattered all around the room, right?
Of course. It came from the window you broke to get in. What about it?
Well, those pieces weren't just scattered around the protein can.
Right.
We also found pieces underneath the can.
Yeah, and they specifically mentioned that like 100 times that, oh yeah, it's under the can and not just around the can. If the can was there before, then it would be around the can, not under it. Unless somebody knocked it over, like when they pushed the door open, but I mean, they would have said something.
What?
Look at look at his face. Oh, I love this. I love every bit of this. I am loving this. This is my favorite trial.
And this proves it. It shows that the can must have been put down on the floor after the window was broken.
Right.
So it had to be after we got into the room.
He is so mad. Look at his face. He's so mad. I love this. This is gonna be a thumbnail probably. It might. I don't know.
I see. So that's your explanation.
Now, what you got to say?
Kyoko, earlier when you asked if anyone had moved the can or tripped over it,
Everyone said no.
If that were the case, that would explain the can being on top of the glass.
Yep.
So you asked everyone about it to eliminate that possibility right out of the gate.
And
that's made everything clear, hasn't it?
look at how cute she is with her smile. Look at how cute she is. I
As
love
long
it.
as it was a locked room, it only contained the bottle of poison, and not the protein can.
Right.
But once the room was opened up, they were switched, and as a result, the protein can wound up in the rec room, and the bottle of poison returned to the chem lab.
Yeah, I got a big old smile on my face. You lied, Hina.
if that's all true, then why did Sakura drink the poison? I thought we all agreed she was tricked into drinking it because of the protein can.
She wasn't tricked. And we know.
No, that's not why. The only explanation is she drank it from its original bottle, knowing exactly what it was.
That hurt. That hurt my stomach. That hurt my stomach. That.
Precisely. She was alone in a locked room.
Yeah.
All she had was the poison. What other possibility is there?
Oh God.
You're saying she drank it knowing what it was?
Yep.
Such a ridiculous fiction is...
Exactly what happened.
Jesus. She killed herself. He's so mad.
Then tell us
That's
already.
the only thing about.
Sorry. Please, tell us.
What? What? Did we break Byakuya and give him some manners? That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Before we get to that, we need to clarify one other thing. We need to establish who exactly got the poison from the chem lab and took it to the rec room.
Had to have been Hina.
It was Hina, right? She took it and gave it to Ogre.
So I think you want some more from last trial. Keep it up. Just keep it up.
What do you think, Makoto?
The one who got the poison from the chem lab and brought it to the rec room. Had to have been Hina. Oh, no. I'm sorry. Oh, God. No. I messed up.
Shoot!
I misread that. No. Hina didn't have the poison. It was Sakura. Sorry. It was Sakura. I'm sorry.
I got it!
I messed up.
I think it was Sakura herself.
If they're saying that she poisoned herself, she killed herself, then it was Sakura.
Huh?
Sorry.
So Sakura, who was apparently murdered,
I
just
was-
poisoned herself?
So I was thinking something totally different, but I mean,
What are you talking about?
There's no way!
Hina.
On the contrary, we know for a fact she went to the chem lab, right to the section full of poisons.
Because of her instep. Because
You're
of her
lying!
shoe.
Stop lying!
No, it's her shoe, honey.
Why? Why would you lie like that?
We're not lying. No, it isn't a lie. Sakura definitely went to Section C. Kyoko already showed me the evidence I need. Now I have to hit Hina with it. I have to make her accept it. Oh, God. Make your argument? Make your No! I'm skip this.
You're a liar! What are you saying? Wrong! You're wrong! I'm telling you, I did it! Stop talking! You're a liar! Wrong! You're
God.
wrong!
I hate
Wrong!
this.
You're wrong! I hate you!
God, I hate this.
You're a liar! What are you saying? Wrong! You're wrong! I'm telling you, I did it! Stop talking! You're a liar! Wrong! You're wrong! Wrong! You're wrong!
Hina.
I hate you!
I'm gonna get hit a few times. Oh.
You're a liar! Wrong! You're wrong! Stop talking!
This is it. This is it.
Do
The
you
yellow
have any
powder.
kind of proof Sakura took the poison?
Yeah.
This should prove
it's
it.
It's the yellow powder. I hate this new game mode. This is the worst game mode in the game, I swear.
Hina, did you know that Sakura's foot had a certain yellow powder stuck to it?
Mm-hmm.
It did?
Hina.
It did. The same yellow powder that had been spilled by the shelf in the chem lab.
You remember when I said this was my favorite trial? Those 3 times that I had to play the stupid game mode just made it the worst one. But it's still bad just because of who died. It's just, ugh.
That powder was yellow, wasn't it? So the powder we found on Sakura, what else could it be but the powder from the chem lab?
It has to be it. It's the only thing that explains all of this. Hina.
Wait. So, what was that powder doing on Ogre's foot?
That's it. That's it.
And it was only on her instep, right?
Excuse me, guys. Had to take care of something.
Sakura must have been standing right there where the powder was spilled. So the person who spilled the powder by the shelf wasn't Hina, but Sakura.
Boy, I know that Byakuya's head just exploded just now.
And when Sakura dropped the bottle, she dropped it away from where she was actually standing,
Right.
which is how she was able to avoid getting it all over herself. But the powder still got scattered around, and some of it must have wound up on her instep. Is there any problem with my thinking?
But why did Sakura pay a visit to Section C in the first place?
Because she was gonna poison herself.
The only explanation is that she was looking for poison. After all, that's all that section contained.
Oh, Sakura, why? Please let this game have a note from Sakura or something from Sakura so we know why she did it. I can't. The only thing I can think of is that she said she was going to end it all. And she felt that her presence was bringing people apart, maybe?
No! It was me! The poison!
No, Hina.
Because...
You don't want to believe that Sakura would do something, and we don't either.
Because I killed her!
Look at her tears.
No, you didn't kill her.
She killed herself. The one that killed Sakura. Please don't tell me I have to play a game again. The connection between Sakura and the poison and the unsolved mystery of the locked room. There's only one way to explain it. Oh, it was Sakura.
Here's my answer. The one who killed Sakura was Sakura herself.
Why? I know, Hina.
What?
Look at his face. I love it. I love all of this.
The killer was Sakura?
Yeah.
Wait, so you're saying it was suicide?
I don't believe it. I don't believe it any more than I believe I can fly.
With you probably do believe that you can fly.
I can't believe it either. Or rather, I don't want to believe it.
There's no other explanation.
But when you really think about it, everything matches up. Sakura went and got the poison. She barricaded herself in a room, and she drank it.
Yeah.
All so she could end her own life. And that explains why we couldn't solve the mystery of the locked room.
Because no one did it. She did it herself. Because of course, Byakuya created the locked room in secret. Sakura wanted to create the locked room. Monokuma forced her into the locked room.
I got it!
Can we just blame Monokuma just because?
The locked room mystery was created by Sakura.
I'm sure she locked herself in so nobody could stop her from doing what she did.
Right.
She sat there, drank the poison, and breathed her last breath. And the empty bottle of poison rolled around the locked room until we came and opened it.
You know what I feel like it was? She probably wasn't gonna end it. She was gonna talk to Byakuya and them and be like, hey, you know, I'm not trying to hurt anybody. If anything, I want to stop Monokuma. I'm probably gonna go after Monokuma. And knowing those three, they probably would be like, yeah, sure, you do it because you're strong. And then she would ended up probably dying to Monokuma, but I think she did it because they hurt her feelings. And that's the, oh my god. This one hurts a little deeper than you guys know. Because they didn't trust her and she gave them her all. She even admitted that she did something wrong and she tried to make it right and they didn't even care. They didn't care one little bit that she tried to make it right.
At that point, someone grabbed the bottle and snuck it out of the room. And that was you, wasn't it, Hina?
Hina, I know. I'm in the same pool as you. Like, if you guys could see me right now, my eyes are getting super watery.
You did it to throw off the investigation, didn't you? When we found her body, you stayed right there near the door. Because you already knew Sakura was dead.
Yeah.
And because the bottle of poison had rolled near the doorway.
So you had to
That's
get
when
it.
you picked up the bottle, right? I was too shocked to notice anything, and Kyoko was busy checking the body.
I do apologize if this one's gonna be a little long. Forgive me, but
And the more I think about it,
I
the
feel
more
like we're
I
almost
realize
done.
how unusual your actions were.
I have to get them. I have to get the others. On shaky legs, Hina left the rec room.
You said you were going to go get everyone else. But your real intention was to go to the chem lab and switch out the containers, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Once you were at the chem lab, you headed straight to the section where the protein powder was kept. There, you took the powder and poured it into the bottle of poison you'd grabbed from the rec room. When you left the lab, all you had was the empty protein can. Thinking about it like that, the footprints make perfect sense.
I'm sorry I'm not talking. I'm not my cheery self right now. That one hurts. It hurts a lot too.
When you were done, you gathered everyone together. And once you were back in the rec room...
I got everyone. Oh, I'm not gonna say it. Oh, so she's dead, huh? Sakura's been killed. I see. You were so happy
While
when you
everyone
found
else
that.
was focused on Sakura, you quietly placed the can on the ground.
He was so happy when he found out. He thought he had it in, like, oh yeah, this gonna be fun. I'm gonna figure it all out.
Honestly, I should have noticed. You should have been the first one to run up to Sakura's lifeless body.
Especially how close you guys were. You should have been really in shock, but the only reason why you probably weren't in shock is because you saw it first.
The Hina I know never would have left her side in a situation like that.
And she really didn't, but she did leave her side to go get the others.
So, Sakura committed suicide. In order to hide this fact, Hina undertook a series of actions to undermine the investigation. As long as you could disguise the truth, you didn't care if we blamed you for her death.
You didn't care if we all died because you felt that we were the reasons why she died.
That's why you didn't bother to get rid of such obvious evidence, right? The footprints in the powder and the bottle of poison? Vital pieces of evidence, and yet...
So you're saying Hina consciously deceived us to make it look like she killed Sakura?
No.
I know you.
No! No! I killed her! I did it!
You didn't. You didn't do it.
That's
honey.
enough, Hina. It's over.
Yeah, it's over.
It's not! Nothing's over!
It is. Actually, no. You're right.
Hmm?
We have to end this properly.
Oh, we gotta do the thingy. I don't know what it's called. We gotta put everything together. Yeah, the closing argument. So y'all know I'm terrible at this, right? But I'm gonna go through this. Can I get a clue? Like, I know there was something like I could do. Okay, Sakura gave them their notes. So I do believe that, yeah, Byakuya would be here. Over. Kyoko went. So I feel like it's that one. I feel like it's this one. But I'd rather look before I sit here and be like, oh yeah, it's this. It could be this one though, too. Okay, so let me look at it. Let me keep going. Okay, he hit her with the bottle. He got scared because Sakura was sitting there. She offered him some candy. He thought she was gonna kill him. He grabbed the bottle. So it has to be this because the horsey is right there. I'm terrible at this, and y'all already know. He saw the book. It's this. And then he took off running. Okay, so yeah, so Kyoko, Jesus. Toku saw that. She came out of there, right? She saw it, she came out of there. She got the magazine, she put it back. What would be there? The upside down magazine? Maybe? I don't know. Sakura got back up. She saw her. She was already Jill. Jill grabbed the bottle. Oh, where does this go though? Isn't that the horsey? Jill grabbed the bottle, that one. Whacked her in the head, took off running. Sakura got back up. Oh, blood everywhere. Oh, no, not that one. This one, because it has blood on her hands. We got there. We saw her. She was already gone. That has to be this, I think. Let's keep going. Then she left to go get everybody. That's Hina. Hina was standing in the back. It has to be this, I think. So that means that way back here, the one we missed. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? I wish we could scroll faster. This one has to be this one. Every time it does that, like it says reenact, but like I'd be doing it, so I think you have to go like to
the killer is.
Oh, I don't have to go all the way to the end. Hopefully I'm right, you guys.
This
You
case
guys already know
began
if
when
I'm not,
Sakura
I'm just
asked a
skip
number
past
of people
the
to
parts
meet her
that
in the rec room.
I messed up.
Yes. Specifically, those people were Hiro, Toko, and Byakuya. But one of them headed out a bit earlier than the others. Toko. She got there one step ahead of everyone else and looked around for a good hiding spot.
What? No, I didn't. Oh no! It looks like she's hiding, right? Let me go look. Oh my god. So I think I mistaked it for her going inside the locker, and it wasn't her going inside the locker. It was her coming out of the locker. So I have to switch these. This is her going in the locker.
The killer is you! But one of them headed out a bit earlier than the others. Toko. She got there one step ahead of everyone else and looked around for a good hiding spot.
Okay, yeah. That's her going in, and I was mistaken.
And she found it. She crawled into the locker to get out of sight.
Why did it make Sakura look so bad right there?
From inside the locker, she saw Sakura enter the room. Next to arrive was Hiro.
She offered him candy. She gave you candy.
When he got there, he mistakenly thought Sakura was going to try to kill him, so he panicked.
Okay, got that right.
Without thinking, he grabbed a nearby Monokuma bottle and attacked Sakura with it. Thinking he'd killed her, he hastily began covering up his crime.
In the worst way. By blaming Toku.
He took a magazine from the table and forged a dying message from Sakura.
Only kill cute boys.
To that end, he wrote down a name. Toko. By writing her name, he was hoping to pin the murder on her.
I hope this is right.
But of course, Toko had witnessed the whole thing. So as soon as the coast was clear...
Okay, and that's her coming out.
She jumped out of the locker and hid the magazine on the shelf with all the others.
You can't tell me that picture right there don't look like Toku's going inside, like she's creeping in, looking around, making sure no one's looking at her go in.
But in her rush, she made one little mistake. She put the magazine back upside down. Soon after, she watched as Sakura slowly opened her eyes. She also saw the blood dripping off Sakura's head and fainted. This caused her personality to switch back over to Genocide Jack. When she woke back up, her second personality also saw the blood-soaked Sakura, and she freaked out.
Okay.
And just like Hiro, she grabbed another Monokuma bottle and attacked her.
Poor Sakura.
This explains why there were 2 wounds on Sakura's head. Assuming Sakura really was dead this time, she set about disposing of the evidence.
Look
She
at her
gathered
feet.
up the broken Monokuma bottle shards and the queen chess piece.
She took off running. She said, I'm not getting caught.
And that explains how Sakura was attacked twice with the same type of weapon. But even after those 2 blows, she was still alive. So then, what was Sakura's actual cause of death?
This is where I'm foggy at. Like, I don't understand why she did it.
It was the poison that Sakura herself got from the chem lab. She turned the rec room into a true locked room scenario, and then drank the deadly mixture. And there, she took her final breath. Later on, the rest of us discovered that her body was in there. We had to smash the door's window to get inside. But someone already knew what had happened. Knew that she had committed suicide.
Okay. I wasn't for sure about
And
these
that
either.
same someone quietly snatched the bottle of poison from off the ground. And while nobody was looking, replaced it with an empty protein can.
Look at Toko in the back.
They did all this specifically to place all the suspicion on themselves. In an attempt to guide the trial to a false conclusion. And the one who went to all that effort
Oh God. You know.
was you, Hina.
Look at Makoto looking cute right there. Like, I like that little stance he's got. He's adorable. Jesus.
That's the full truth of the case.
I know, Hina.
Sakura took her own life. And you claim to be the killer to hide that fact. Isn't that right?
That's what happened?
I understand why she did it. I just don't agree with it. It's like, you don't have to sit here and agree with everything that you see someone do. You could disagree and still understand why they did it. You just don't agree with them doing it.
But Makoto, how did you manage to... How were you able to uncover the truth that even I couldn't discern?
Well, you see, we're adorable. That's it.
Huh? Oh.
No,
well,
don't lose your confidence,
I mean-
Makoto. Be like, oh, I thought you were the almighty Byakuya. You should have known this.
You still haven't realized?
There you go, Kyoko. Stand up for your man.
We don't all act according to calculations and cost-benefit diagrams. That's what makes us so complicated.
Mm-hmm.
That's what you don't understand. And that's why you couldn't solve this case.
Right. She shot him in the heart.
See? Didn't I tell you? When you dismiss other people's feelings, it'll always come back to bite you in the end.
Bite you in the end. Yes. Yes. Look at him. Ugh. Bye-bye. Oh my goodness, I'm so happy to be done with this trial, you guys. You guys do not understand how happy I am, but I am so sad. I am so sad of how it happened. We got a lot of Monokuma coins. We didn't get a lot like we did last time, but we got a lot of Monokuma.
Okay. I think we can all agree you made your point.
Stop right there, Monokuma, because I'm going to stop right there. Thank you guys so much. I truly appreciated it. I love each and every one of you. Make sure you do something positive today. Make sure you tell someone that you love them. And I will see each and every one of you guys in the next video. Bye.